All right, y'all. So I know this is called Car Chronicles, but I'm not in the car right now. I'm actually at work, but there's no one in here. So just want to make this real quick. So I was seeing some like videos, right, about people who watch YouTube often, spend a lot of time on YouTube, feeling bad about themselves because they can't afford like the luxuries that a lot of these YouTubers and streamers have, right? Like fancy cars, the clothes, the jewelry and stuff like that. And, they fall into depression, stuff like that, because they compare themselves to these people. All right. And it's really sad how this is happening for a lot of young kids, because I used to be the same way, right? When I was watching these streamers, like I would spend like my nights on Twitch, watching certain streamers. I'm not gonna bring up any names, but and seeing them with like the Lambos and like the GTRs and everything like that, it made me feel bad when, what was I driving at the time? My first car, my first car was a 2002 Honda Civic Coupe, right? It wasn't the best condition body-wise, but engine-wise it was flawless, right? So I'm looking at that and I'm like, man, like, what I'm saying? Like, even when I had my second car, 1998 Honda Accord sedan, so it was 4 doors. Later on, I put a turbocharger in there. Y'all know that stuff, right? Even with that, right? That car had over 300 horsepower. And I was looking at these other cars and I was comparing my car to theirs, And it's really sad, like people, instead of looking at their lives, looking what they have and looking, what they have financially right now and, how much God has blessed them and will bless them in the future, they tend to look at what they don't have, right? And that's due to spending a lot of hours on social media, YouTube, Twitch, and things like that. So this is really sad to see, it's really sad to see, but I'm here to tell y'all, man, that money stuff does not matter, right? There's multiple times where like I'll get like a new console like the next day, or like some type of purchase I was excited for, right? I was like, the whole time I was like, man, like, I can't wait to get it. And then the night before I'm actually getting it, I would think about it and I wouldn't be as excited anymore. I would not be as excited. And let's say even when you're excited the day of, right? Like you get a new PS5, a Series X, or like a brand new PC, right? You get used to it, right? A week, after like a couple weeks or a month, you get used to it, right? And then it's like the initial shock factor isn't there anymore, right? Because there is no real happiness in just materialistic things in general. Happiness comes from being close to God, right? Being healthy spiritually, right? Physically, spiritually, everything. So when you had that closeness from a God and, that the Lord died on the cross for our sins and that we're saved by grace and faith alone, you just feel good because it's like, that's all I need. All I need is God's grace, right? I need God bless me with a family, kids, for my family being healthy and having a nice house. It doesn't have to be a mansion, right? It doesn't have to be anything crazy, but like just have a house, with the roof. The roof doesn't leak, it's a nice, nice house, right? That's all you need at the end of the day, right? It's very dangerous when you compare yourself to other people because other people's situations are different, right? A lot of these people, and I made this video like, I don't know, Car Chronicles number, I uploaded 3 of them already. It was either 1, 2, or 3, right? I think it was all 3 of them, actually, I talked about it. These streamers, the way they make money, not all of them, obviously, but a good amount of them, they do things immoral, right? They do things worldly, like they bring certain type of women on their streams for young kids to see, different things like that, gambling, a lot of things like that, a lot of things that God wouldn't approve of, right? So trust me when I say, and I don't wish on anybody's downfall, but God will take this stuff away, right? If you don't earn that money through him and by doing righteous things, God will take it away. You know what I'm saying? So don't even compare yourself to them, right? And that's why it's important to spend a lot of time off of your phone, because when you spend like hours on it, you don't give your brain that time to relax, that time to kind of just be outside technology and it's within, within yourself, within your own life. Think about what's going on throughout your day and stuff like that. You don't give your brain time to do that. So all you see is all these things, and then that's where like depression comes in from not having certain things, because you see all these things going on and you're wondering why you're not able to have these things, right? So yeah, man, this is like a quick video I wanted to say, man. It's happened a lot of times, man. Like, and I'm saying it happens to me recently, like I was just driving, I see certain cars that look good. I'm like, man, I wish I could have a car like that. I wish I could drive a car like that, right? But it doesn't matter at the end of the day, right? All you need is a car that's reliable, right? If it looks good, it's a plus, right? But it's reliable, you can get to it, starts right up, it's cheap to maintain. That's all you need. You don't need anything crazy, right? If God blesses you with a fancy luxury car, then great, right? Then great. But don't think that because you can't afford something like that or afford these luxurious things, you're less of a person. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what's so sad to see nowadays, man. If you can afford to buy clothes in general, right? Like, you can go to Burlington, Marshalls, Ross, whatever. Like, they have nice clothes for cheap. You can get the last time I went to Burlington and actually spent money was like spent a good amount of money was like 2 years ago. I think I spent like $150 or $160, and I got like a whole bunch of outfits and some cologne. That's $160. And people out here buying just a single shirt for $160, like a single just t-shirt. So it's about being smart as well, man. Also, man, just think about the things that you have in your life right now and the things that people in the world don't have, right? That wish would be in your shoes, right? And I'm not saying like, oh, when you think about this stuff about what you don't have, you're being so ungrateful. I'm not saying, I'm not scolding y'all, right? We're all human at the end of the day. We all see these things in the world. But I'm just saying, man, think about what you have, be grateful for what you have, man. And just know that, blessings are to come, man. Just stay humble, stay righteous, and don't follow things of the world, man. That being said, I'll catch you on the next one. Brother Aaron out.